morning, Meridian, and welcome to Business Buzz. We're joined today by Blossom Johnson, founder of Idaho Partners for Good, and Connie Miller, who's joining us to represent Idaho Partners for Good. Ladies, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. We're excited to be here, Sean.
Yeah, well, I think it's very appropriate that we're having this conversation today, and it's airing on Valentine's Day because the love that you give to our nonprofit community is just tremendous, and the support that our nonprofits do in the community. But let's kind of start with, what is Idaho Partners for Good, and why is it so needed today in our community?
Sure. So all of us can agree on a couple of things, and that is that we want strong families and strong communities. And so the reason why I started Idaho Partners for Good is really because my purpose in life is to improve the well-being of families and children. And the best way to do that is through the nonprofit sector and helping them get stronger, healthier, and better equipped to do more of what they do best. So what we are is we work on both sides of the philanthropic coin. By that, I mean that we work with philanthropists, and that is pretty much anybody who loves others, companies, foundations, individuals, and we help teach them how to give more strategically so that their charitable investments are go as far as possible and have the biggest impact. Then on the other side of the philanthropic coin, we support the nonprofit sector in education, coaching, resourcing, and then we get right into the trenches with them as well, so that by the time we're done, they are in a much stronger and healthier position.
So, Blossom, you mentioned the coaching aspect of things. Connie, I would love to hear from you. That's kind of your realm, yeah. And you've been very involved in the nonprofit sector. Tell us, some of the things that the nonprofits need coaching on.
Yeah, I was so thrilled to be able to be invited to collaborate with Idaho Partners for Good. So in my career, I've served on so many boards and served in the nonprofit world. And there is so much education and coaching that can be had, just like in the business world in general, around leadership and board development. Our nonprofits are mostly run by all volunteer boards of directors, and they come from all walks of life and all different levels of experience. So it's been fabulous to be able to coach and mentor the leaders of our nonprofit organizations, but also provide tools and resources for the boards.
Yeah. Blossom, looking at your website, looks like you have just a wide variety of consultants, partners that you bring to the group. How is Idaho Partners for Good different from maybe other, consultants or agencies in our area?
Sure. So our mission is to reinvent how people give, share their expertise, and do greater good together. And by that, we mean that our nonprofit really relies on the collective wisdom of experts. So we have over 100 different people who are involved in what we call capacity building, and that is a pro bono service for our nonprofit sector. But we also know that we have to lead by example, which means that when we talk to nonprofits about monetizing what they do so that they don't have to rely on grants all the time, we lead in that space by using our consulting expertise with for-profit clients, and then we keep a percentage of that. So we've got about 100 capacity builders, and then we have about 30 or more consultants that we deploy in paid contracts, and that funds the nonprofit work that we do.
So who is maybe the ideal customer or nonprofit organization that you're looking to help? What is that ideal organization?
So there is every type, color, issue of nonprofit out there. And what we try to do is really look at the ones who are ready to work on their business and who have a systems leader or a systems leadership team that will help them get where they need to go. So that really is our ideal client, is those that are ready, and that way we can get in under the hood with them and really start designing solutions that will take them to their next level. Do we work with startups? Yes. Do we work with those that are in trouble? Yes. Do we work with very small ones? Yes. Do we work with very large ones? Yes. So, but we ideally, it's those that are really ready to ramp up their operations and their infrastructure.
Okay. Well, this next question is for both of you.
I was
Go ahead,
just gonna
Connie.
say,
I'm sorry.
I would just love to piggyback on that a little because I would reinforce that. What I typically find in many of the nonprofits I work with is the ones that have recognized that they have a larger capacity that they could get. There's all this opportunity that is just waiting for them, but they may not know how, or they may need to tweak their current operations or their current leadership in regards to how they approach things. Those are ideal. The ones that may struggle, and we work with these too, in getting them to understand broadly, are if they are doing some assessments, but they really don't have the courage to lean into what the assessments show, and they want to stay the way they are today. We're there to help them, at least give them some great insight into what that might look like. But as Blossom said, the ones that are ready to lean in are ideal and really get a lot from the program.
Okay. Blossom, what are maybe some of the results that you've seen with those that you work with? I don't know if you could share specific nonprofits and maybe some of the outcomes that your organization has helped them with.
Sure. So I'll name a few of them because they're fairly well recognized in the community. So groups like NAMI Idaho, Boise Bicycle Project, Jesse Tree Idaho, Gem Friends, Life's Kitchen, Good Samaritan Housing. Those are all different. Hope House in Marsing. We have done a variety of different kinds of deep work with them in leadership, governance, succession planning, capital campaigns, human-centered design to really get what their end users, their clients need in order to, Jesse Tree is what I'm thinking about right now, is we help them redesign their tenant resource centers so that it is available to more people and it's much easier to navigate. We have done pretty much the gamut of operations, leadership, and strategy with these different nonprofits. And we've helped over 60. In fact, I'm sure we're closer to over 70 now here in Idaho. We also do what's called the Strategic Charitable Giving Workshop, which is the philanthropic side of things. And we've done that for Power Engineers, Lost Grove Brewing, Integra Resources, so a variety of different kinds of foundations and companies.
So one of the current topics that I've heard from a lot of different organizations is some of the moves that are happening at the federal level from the new administration. How is that impacting our local nonprofits, and how are you coaching them on to deal with what is looking like could be some major disruptions?
Well, I would say first and foremost, don't go into that cave of fear, which is very, very typical when we're anxious. We're not sure, when funding has been diminished. So I would say instead of retreating, push in, find thought partners that can help you think through what your different options might be. We have a great resource. We didn't create it, but we are happy to share it. It's 12 steps. It's a checklist that could help them start taking a look at their infrastructure so that they can see where they really need to the things they really need to fix right now to help stabilize them so that they can keep their doors open and keep thriving. So first of all, don't go into a place of fear, push into thought partnership with others, and then look for we're great at solutioning. So, go look at our content on our YouTube channel, on our website. But Connie, I'm interested to hear what you say about that.
Yeah, so I would say that we tend to be reactive, and we're carrying a lot of hats and wearing a lot of hats, and we're doing a lot of projects and have a lot of needs. So what I would lean in is piggyback on this is one of the things that Idaho Partners for Good does is offer this incredible ability to think strategically, and a lot of our consultants do that to help you get strategic. And so these are things we should be thinking about regardless of what's going on in the economy today. We should always be thinking about even in the business, in private sector. If the biggest competitor moves in next door, what's our business plan? Where is our funding coming from? Where are we not balanced? What are our plans if different things happen? So this is just one example of many. And what happens is sometimes we wait till that fear sets in, and then we start reacting quickly, and we don't make the best strategic decision. So I would say every nonprofit, and this is the tools and the resources that Idaho Partners for Good can provide, is lean in and think strategically. If you haven't had a strategic planning session for a while, there's consultants there that will help you do that.
Blossom, what's the best way for our viewers to maybe find out more about Idaho Partners for Good and to contact you if they're looking for your support?
So first of all, I would say go to our website, because this is not your normal consulting business. In fact, while we have a consulting practice, what we actually do is we help nonprofits get stronger, healthier, and better equipped so that they can do more of what they do best. That is what we want to be known for. So go take a look at our website. We're on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, and we have a very, very robust YouTube channel featuring Connie. She has some great content out there on a variety of topics to help leaders get better.
Well, excellent. Well, Connie, Blossom, thank you for joining us today on Business Buzz. We look forward to hearing more about some of the nonprofits and the work that they're doing in the community. We're here at the Chamber. We're always looking to support our nonprofit sector. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for everything the Chamber does.
Sean. Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you. Chamber members, we got a few events coming up that we want you to make sure that you're aware of. Still every other Friday morning, while the legislature's in session, we're holding our Coffee with Legislators events. So be sure and come out to those. The next one coming up will be February 28th. Those are free to attend and hear from your legislators. We've also got an after hours event coming up next Thursday at Loose Screw Beer Company. These are free and open to members and guests. Come out and enjoy that. We also got a fun event coming up, our ski day at Bogus Basin. Be sure and come out and enjoy a great day of networking and skiing up at our ski resort at Bogus Basin. And then finally, our next First Friday morning networking event is hosted by Panera Bread, and that will be on March 7th. Until then, Meridian, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.